All right. Well, good evening, everybody. It's the Night Reader. I am back. Um, sort of. As you can tell, I am still not 100%, and it's been quite a crazy week. For all of you who are probably listening later, just to give you a quick idea of all the things that have gone on this past week. A week ago tonight, my grandmother passed away, which was very sudden and unexpected. She was in a rehab center for uh, rehabilitation on her arm, but apparently in the night, in one of those, and in that night on the last Saturday, she had a heart attack and passed away pretty much right away. So it's been a very sad week. Also, starting last Saturday morning, I got really sick and have had all of the coronavirus symptoms. Yes, all of them. The shortness of breath and the upper respiratory issues and the everything that goes along with it. I'm sure you guys all know about it because whatever it goes along with it, because there's been nothing but that on TV everywhere. So I haven't had much of a voice. I still don't have a whole lot of voice, as you can tell. I'm going to try and do this as long as I can, and try and get some readings in if people are here. I know nobody realizes even that I was going back online yet, or when that was going to be. But well, here we are. Here we are, and we're live. And I'm hoping that some people will show up once they get a notification that I'm online. That would be my plan, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. And if I do get people here for a while, that'll be great. If I don't get people here in a while or for a while, well, then we'll wait and we'll do this again tomorrow night, and we'll go back and try and do every night. Every night that I'm well enough to do it, I will be here. Again, it's always 6:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maybe going to more than one live stream a day once I really start feeling better. Let's take a look and see what we got here. What is our I know it's been a long week. It's been a long week for all of us. It's been a long week for me. The sad part of it all was, unfortunately, since I was so symptomatic with issues and stuff going on with my own personal health, that I was kept away from I was not allowed to attend the funeral, which was on Wednesday. So that was a bit sad. They did have their own live feed from there, so I did get to see it. I did get to watch it on my computer, which I guess was the second best thing. It was the next best thing. But so I did get to see it. I did get to, I was able to hear everything. I was able to hear the service and people talking and stuff like that. And people knew I was home, so they would stop by the camera and say hello to me and and wave and stuff like that. But it wasn't the same, obviously. But that's where we're at right now. Now that things seem to be getting on the mend, I really would like to ramp up this YouTube channel and stuff. And I would I would really like to get it going really well, with more stuff and a better, a program here that I actually would be paying for, so that I can put my own information on here, which would be great. In order to do that, obviously, it's going to take some money, and not tons and tons of money, but every little bit of donation helps. I really could use any donations that you guys are doing now. Now that we're getting back into the swing of it, so that we can really make this channel as good as we can make it. I don't want it to. I don't want to be without the channel. I enjoy doing this, so definitely enjoy it. So if you are inclined to donate some money, donate for your readings when you get them, or donate for anything, any reason. You can donate to me right there at paypal.me/nightreader326. Yeah. You can follow me on Facebook at Cosmo Night Reader. You can email me night.reader326@gmail.com. And again, there's the donations. So let's see what's going on. Let's see what our next 24 hours is going to hold for us. Next 24 hours is to question why. Why? Why are we continuing on? Why are we going to continue this live stream, maybe? Why am I going to keep things going the way they've been going? I'll tell you, I do enjoy it. I enjoy all the company that you guys, when you guys are here. I enjoy the company of talking to you through the comments. I also, I like to hear I like to see your comments after a show is over and somebody's gone back and rewatched it or watched it for the first time. So I would say that is why I'm definitely interested in continuing it, which makes a lot of sense to me. If you want to see what's going to happen here for our weekend, let's see. There we go. Here's our weekend. For the rest of the weekend, where are we? Saturday already. My goodness, it's been a week. We have Come to the Edge and Time to Go, which kind of go hand in hand, I would say. Come to the edge. Yeah, you definitely come to the edge. And once you get to the edge, then it's time to go. Time to move on, time to move forward. And that's what we're working on right now is moving forward. It's that's what I've been working on for my past week has been time to go, move forward, move ahead, try to get on, and get along from where things are. So that would be that would be the theme of the weekend. That's my theme for quite a while, I would say. Definitely for the time coming up. So I hope everybody's been well over the past week. I hope everybody's been trying and able to stay well and stay socially distant from everyone else, which is very exciting. I know it's I've been self-quarantined for over a week. I always say I've self-quarantined for 2.5 years. So what's the difference? I self-quarantined before it was popular to self-quarantine. I've been watching so many streaming shows on on online that my blood type is now Disney Plus. Yeah, I know it was bad. That was my sad attempt at humor, but somebody will get it. And yeah, things are going. Things are definitely going. Definitely moving forward. Definitely trying to move forward. Just want everyone to be well. Everyone needs to be well. Take care of themselves. Take care of other people. See what's going on. Get out there and get your toilet paper, because I got to tell you, that's been a hassle and a half trying to find somebody to go out for me and get some toilet paper and find it first. My goodness, finding it's like the worst. But then you got to ask your friends to go get it for you when you're self-quarantining. What's this spread you ask? Well, not a very good one, apparently. It's a lot of majors, I'll tell you that. This is my coronavirus spread, it looks like. And what it's looking like to me is that, obviously we've had a huge amount of turmoil. A lot of things have been going on. A lot of things have been happening for quite a while. And everybody's doing their best to stay happy. They're really doing their best. And it's taken all our strength, everybody's strength, the whole country. It's taken everybody to, get along, everybody to try and work together through this and do a good job. But, as you see in the end, the coronavirus right now is winning. It's really winning at this point. But let's see. We could put down another card. Yeah, you get the King of Pentacles, which is enjoying a good life and being financially secure. So when this is all over, maybe financial security will come back. Maybe the stock markets will come back, and maybe everybody will have all the stuff they've been missing. All the all the things you've had to do without because of having to stay inside and having to distance yourself from friends and family and relatives and everything and everyone. So I would say that's pretty much exactly how it's going. And hopefully the stock markets will come back. They always do. They always come back. But you put that King of Pentacles right over the Devil and block him out, because the Devil is in the virus, and the King of Pentacles is like the doctors. He's like the doctors and the nurses and the people who are working so hard to do a good job. So I would definitely say that's our coronavirus reading for right now. I have been doing some studying on Lenormand. And I'll tell you. So there's another tarot reader. There's a lot of tarot readers out here on YouTube. There's a lot of them. I follow a lot of them. and it's enjoyable. I enjoy doing it because everybody has a little different take on different cards and different spreads and different everything, different decks. They've got some people have more decks than I can imagine. But there's one in particular, and you guys look him up on YouTube, please, because he's really good. Tarot Oracle. It's all one word: TAROTORACLE. And he does a show every single night at 6:30 Central Time, 7:30 Eastern, and he's got tons and tons of educational videos that he's made to teach different ways of doing tarot and oracle, Lenormand, all kinds of different things. But the Lenormand class that he has on there that he's done, and he does Lenormand readings only on Sunday mornings and Sunday evenings, and I really enjoy them. But to get a Lenormand deck and a Lenormand cloth, the tablecloth that goes with it, is anywhere between $60 to $100 for the whole thing. So definitely not something I can afford right now. So I've watched the videos, and I've done the studying and stuff like that, and I've learned a lot about it. But now I have to again save up for a nice Lenormand deck, excuse me, and a nice Lenormand cloth that goes with it. So it'll be interesting. See if I ever get one. See if I ever get enough money to do that. Again, being on a fixed income is difficult, so it makes all of that difficult. And now for something completely ironic. Harvey Weinstein tested positive for coronavirus. Yeah. So where is the Wheel of Fortune? Because what comes around goes around, I guess, huh? Yeah. Definitely what comes around goes around. And that was it. That's what's coming around, going around. That's his karma. So I'll be here for a little while longer. We'll see what happens. Again, watch me shuffle. But yeah, so if you get a chance, you can always go over and see his website. He's been a huge help. Also, a couple other people that I could mention. The Tarot Magician. The Tarot Magician is another good YouTube site. And also, there is one more guy who has been a huge help and another big supporter. All three of these people have been really big supporters of mine, of me getting into this and stuff. And the other one is now I can't think of his name right off the top of my head, and it's going to drive me crazy. And it's Dr. Mystical Tarot. Yeah, Dr. Mystical Tarot. So if you check him out, you can check him out on YouTube also. So there's some other people out there. But don't stop. Please don't stop coming to see me. These are just people that I have been watching over the past week and stuff, and watching. Some of them have been watching longer than that, but some have been just in the past week and all, and have given me some great advice, and told me keep it up, keep up the work, keep up the good work, and so that's why I'm back. I am back because I definitely want to keep the channel going. So if you guys, I don't see anyone that's here. I haven't seen anybody in chat, unfortunately, um, which is unfortunate. I was hoping somebody would see me come on, and then we would get somebody in, but we didn't, and that's okay. Again, I know nobody was expecting me back, so, and people will watch this back later, and they'll laugh and they'll say, "Oh, look at him. He sat there for 20 minutes all by himself, did nothing. It's crazy." Let's see what we get here. Let's just do a general tarot reading for the next few days. Yeah, it looks like everybody's put some walls up around themselves. That's for sure. Just completely walled themselves in, held on. Everybody's trying to nurse their wounds, as you can see here on the Nine of Wands. I would say definitely nursing illnesses and nursing issues and stuff like that. And everybody's, a lot of people are turning a blind eye. They're turning a blind eye, and they're not sure exactly which way to go, which decision they should make. They're very closed off from society. Everybody's closed off from society right now, and everybody is, doing their self-quarantine thing. But some people are, if you look to the left, and some people aren't if you look to the right, I guess, if you do it that way, because that's what it seems like. It doesn't seem like everybody. I mean, there are some people out there who are not doing what they should be doing, not doing the social quarantine and stuff like that. And then we have the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords back to back, right back to back with each other. The Knight of Swords is always running in head first, as fast as possible, and he's very determined and very aggressive. And people don't see it. People don't see it coming. They just don't see it coming, so they're not prepared for it. And that's exactly what happened here with our country, obviously. Hey, Positive for Life. Hey, it's great to see you. Thanks for coming in. I'm glad you're here. Starting to get better, that's for sure. Finally, it's taken over a week, and I'm not 100% still, as you can tell from just listening, but I'm getting better. I was just doing a coronavirus tarot spread. So yeah, so everybody's walled themselves in, not exactly not exactly sure what to make of it all. Thank you. And and the virus, which here is represented by the Knight of Swords, is just kind of rushing in while people have a blind eye turned. People have turned a blind eye, and this is just sneaking right up on them. The King of Swords, though, however, is very serious and very intellectual, very smart. And in the end, this would be doctors and the CDC and the WHO and people like that who are going to conquer this whole coronavirus because of their intellect and their rationalization and being completely serious about it. So that's my coronavirus reading. Positive for Life. Did you have any questions you've been saving up all week for me? I'll tell you, it's been a crazy week. If you go back and watch this, I explained everything that's gone on this week at the very beginning. So if you get time at some point, you can go back and watch the first 5 or 10 minutes, and it'll explain everything. But I'm glad to do readings for you if you have questions, and that'd be great. Otherwise, you can just you can ask anything you'd like. I'm here, and I am listening. Yeah, good. How does Kevin, the Cancer, feel about you? Did you have a specific deck you like for me to use? I have, like I said, I have the Anna Kay. I have the Llewellyn deck. That's the one I just used. The Llewellyn Tarot, which is very much like the Rider-Waite. I have a regular Rider-Waite. I have Tarot and Wonderland. Those are the 4 that I have. They're all very interesting. If there was a special one that you like, I'm not sure. Yeah, use that one. It's a nice deck. It's just a really updated, modern Rider-Waite style. It gives you a lot of the same symbolism as the Rider-Waite, but it's just they're more. I guess it's less cartoony than Rider-Waite. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Rider-Waite's a great deck. I mean, of course, it's a great deck because that's what everybody learns with, and that's what everybody uses, and that's that's where it all begins for a lot of people who are learning tarot. And again, this one kind of gives you all the same ideas, all the same types of images. They're basically the same, just a little more modern, a little more brought up to date. All right, so Kevin, what does Kevin think? WWKT, what would Kevin think? All right, let's see. How does he feel about you? You guys are just friends right now, I'm guessing? Just friends? But you would like to have more than a friendship, I think. I think that's what I'm getting from what you're saying to me in the beginning anyhow. I think he is carrying a large burden. He's kind of really holding on to a lot. He's holding on to a lot of things that have been bothering him in the past, and he holds on. He is really tightly holding on to that. As you can see, he's walking off this way, and if you look over there, there's nothing else over there. There's no other cards or anything. So it's that's the past. If you're going to the left, that's the past. If he was walking to the right, he'd be walking to the future. He'd be walking toward the King of Pentacles, which is financial security and enjoying happiness and good life and stuff like that. But he's kind of walking to his past, and he's holding all those wands. He's got those wands in a tight grip, but it's not easy. So it's a burden. So he does hold on to past burdens right now, but he wants that financial security. He does want that, and he does want to enjoy himself, and he does want to, he wants all the good stuff, all the good things that are in life. He wants all those things. And that's going to move him forward. That's going to move him and you forward. on some type of a on your journey together. That's, you know, as you can see, you're in the boat, so you guys are on the journey. You're on a journey together. Um, and at some point, you know, it's going to be, it'll probably be a little bit more than, it'll be more than a friendship here, because he's giving you stuff, and he's, you know, he may, you know, he'll be, maybe there'll be a gift at some point, or, you know, who knows, maybe he'll show up for something and give you flowers or something wonderful like that, and do something really nice. Um, because right here at the end, of course, you've got the Ace of Swords, which is a fresh start. All the aces are very fresh starts, beginnings, stuff like that. Um, and clarity. This one, the Ace of Swords, has some clarity to it, so it'll, the places you're going and the things that he's doing for you and stuff like that will be really clear to you, um, in the near future. You know, it's not going to be, it's not going to take a long time. It doesn't, I mean, this doesn't look like it's a long journey here, and this doesn't, you know, none of this stuff looks like it's a long time. It just looks like he's got some baggage that he's holding on to. That's the problem. Get past the baggage, and everything else looks like it kind of moves right along, and until you'll find out, and you'll be very clear about what his intent is, how he feels about you, how you feel about him. Um, but I'm, you know, I think by the looks of this card here, you know, he feels pretty good about it. He's interested in, he's definitely interested in spending time together. That's for sure. So I hope that resonates with you some. Yeah, yeah. You okay? So you met on a dating site. So that's great. That's perfect. And yeah, so that's what I got from that. That's what I see there. Now, so he's a Cancer. So that's somewhere June and July area. Interesting. I am not really well versed on horoscopes. So, and that's something that I have to learn. It's something I want to learn. Numerology, horoscopes, and how they work together with tarot. And I've been reading books, and I've been watching videos and stuff like that. And again, it's, you know, it's just a matter of taking the time to really do it. Yes, my birthday is in a few days. I know. It's coming up during the week. Should be interesting. Yeah, that's that'll be fun. Don't know what I'll do here for my birthday on our live stream, but something. Maybe, yeah, hopefully I'll be feeling much better by Thursday when that rolls around, and I'll be able to do a little bit more, talk a little longer, talk a little better, not be so grumbly and mumbly. But I've been slowly getting better. It just, yeah, it was tough. I'll tell you, it was really tough. Like I like I said, I explained back in the very beginning of the video. I really had all of the corona symptoms and stuff. So it was quite scary, you know, and nobody around. There was nothing you could do. You couldn't bother. No sense in going to a hospital or anything like that, because nobody had any tests to do anything on for you. You know, so they checked everything and said, "Oh yeah, well, we'll test what we have." And it was like, "Oh God, okay, yeah, well, you don't have any tests, so I know you're not really going to find out for me." And they're like, well, just go home and stay home and don't go anywhere. And, treat it like you have the flu. And if you get really bad, if things get really bad, then come back here to the hospital. I was like, oh, okay. I'll do that, but things aren't really so great right now. So do you have another question? I got cards out already for you. Look at that. I've got cards out and you don't even know what your question is yet. I'm not going to turn them over, though. I won't turn them over till you tell me what your question is. Yeah, I don't know. They keep talking about, oh, there's these different medications that are going to work for sure. And then another doctor will get on there and say, listen, they might work, but we haven't tested them yet. We haven't checked them. We haven't tested them. We don't know what's going on. Nothing like that. Okay, so you're stuck between your career and your best friend, and you don't know which way to go. You don't know which one to choose. Now, the friend you're talking about is not Kevin, right? It's not Kevin from before. This is a best friend you've had for quite a while, I'm guessing. I would guess. Maybe you could shed light on that for me. Again, you've got the Ace of Swords. You got some Judgment at the end. That's interesting. It's always very interesting. All right. So here's what you have. You've got the 6 and 7 of rods or wands. The 6 says that you're very successful in your career. The career you have right now, you really do well at, and you don't want to leave that career. It's not something you want to do. You're not looking forward to, hey, I'm leaving my career. But it's something you feel like you might have to do, and it's causing a struggle. It's such a struggle for you. This might look like two different people struggling with each other, but to me, based on your question and stuff, I would almost say that that's you struggling with yourself, struggling inside yourself to figure out what's the right answer. What is the right answer? And again, you've got the swords, the Ace of Swords. So you've got a new, fresh start, and you're gonna get clarity from that. But then you have the Page of Swords, who is very immature and acts without thinking and is trying to learn. He hasn't learned. He hasn't grown up yet. He's still immature. As you can see, he's trying to learn how to be the knight, basically. Basically, the page goes into, becomes knight, and then there's queen and king. But this page, especially of swords, is looking to become a knight. He's looking to move into, learn how to do that. He's still immature in that. You've got, the thing is, if you look over here, if you just look at the cards themselves, the first, the third, and the fifth card that I have out there are all very bright cards. They all have bright sunshine and happiness, and they're all very happy. So they're very positive, which is you staying very positive. You're trying to stay really happy about this and trying to make the right decisions. It's not, you have to you're going to have to make a decision and you don't want to. That's really here. But you're going to you'll have a new start, a completely new phase in your life. And that new phase, gosh, yeah, right there. There's your answer. The final answer is your friend or your career. And this shows you both. Is there any way that you can do both? I mean, the Ten of Pentacles shows you that you have all your family and friends here around, but it also shows, Pentacles represent money, so it also means that you have money and career. So let's see what you got here for me. The thing is, I'm waiting on an acceptance letter and trying to figure out what's the wait. Okay, you're trying to stay positive. Okay, I got that. I'm ready to hear the news because my mom thinks that since it's a long wait, you need to change direction. And you told her you're going to be confident that you'll get into whatever it is you're getting into. Now, is your friend in this program? Is it school or something like that, I guess, or whatever type of thing it is that you're trying to get into? Is it, is your friend in that with already, or has this friend applied with you at the same time and they've already got an acceptance letter? Because that might help. That would definitely help. I mean, if you take a look, the next card again, and the Two of Swords, you've got your back turned to everything. If you put this one, you've got your back turned to everything. You've put up a wall of your own. This is the same Two of Swords you had before, where it's the person blindfolded holding the two swords crossed across their body. Same idea. You can see the turbulence in the water behind it and stuff, and that's the turbulence going on in your head that you that you're having. The turbulence is you having an issue trying to make that decision, but the decision is really, if you can stick with your job, if you can stick with your job and do the master's program after hours or online or at nights, it may take a little longer, but you would be much more satisfied in the whole thing. You don't have a job yet. Hey, Brianna, it's great to see you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming in. It's good to be here. Good to be heard again. Good to have a little bit of a voice back. All right, then if you don't have a job, this is what's telling you here is definitely then the friends and family thing. That's definitely a friends and family card. Turn your back on your troubles. Turn your back on the turmoil. You've already put up a wall here in front of it. Keep walking away from it. You'll get into the master's program. Everything's taking longer right now. You can't get anything. You can't get any information about anything because of the coronavirus. Oh, you want to know if you're okay? So you want to know about that best friend? Okay, so a different best friend, different guy, not Kevin, and you want to know if he has feelings for you again. All right, so explain to me the again part. Yeah, your mom's going to have to understand about the delay, obviously, because it's just nothing's going to happen quick anytime soon. For a long time, things are going to be slow moving for everyone. Oh my goodness, I can't even shuffle. I can't shuffle anymore. What's going on, Brianna? Anything new? I think I'm finally getting better. All right, so you used to date, you parted ways, and years have gone by, and now you're best friends, and you think he's got feelings for you again. Okay, I get it. I sound a bit better. Yeah, I definitely sound better than I did a week ago, that's for sure. If you go back and rewatch this, Brianna, I was telling Positive for Life. If you go back later and rewatch the first few minutes of this video, I kind of explain everything that's been going on with me for the past week, and it explains everything. You would definitely know what's going on, that's for sure. And since so many people watched the video where I said I was going offline for a little while, well, that made it much easier to hear why. I really couldn't talk a week ago. I really couldn't talk 2 days ago. All right, well, you saw me shuffle those cards, and you saw me pick cards from different places and stuff like that. And again, you start off with the Six of Wands, the Six of Rods, which is triumph and happiness and support. So you know, excuse me, you're very happy. You're very happy with this friend. You like this friend a lot. You've always liked this friend. But they can be a bit controlling, and they can be uh, a bit too serious for you sometimes. But it gives you, but here you've got the Seven of Cups, and that gives you a lot of choices. So you have choices to make, whether you want to go backwards towards this. If you look, kind of backwards towards this controlling life that you had before, because I believe that he, even if you're, you know, even if you've been apart for all these years and you haven't dated for all this time and stuff like that, back when you did date several years ago, he was most likely very serious and very controlling then too. So you have to make a choice, and you have all these different choices out here. And one of them is get back together. And one of them is just stay friends and let it stay at that. Um, don't go on. Don't, maybe it's not something that he wants to be serious about. And again, the second time that you've had the Knight of Swords come out, you had the Knight of Swords before. Again, very aggressive, very fierce, very determined, very much interested in moving forward quickly. As you can see in the background, you got a burning house and stuff like that. He's very fierce. He's very intense, this person. Um, he's very intense, and you kind of, from the way this looks, he's intense coming towards you, and you are more interested in going away from that. You don't want to really be in that intense lifestyle again. That would be my idea of the whole thing. My big final summation would be, yeah, you don't really want. He may have feelings for you. He may not, and that I don't know for sure. But if he does, you don't want it. That's how it comes out. If he moves forward, very determined and very, very aggressively with you, that he wants to get back together, you will end up either not being friends anymore completely, which could be the case, or you will just, you don't want that. It's not something you want, and it's definitely not something that you'll be happy with. So tell him, you know what to do. You want to get him to stop. Tell him about Kevin. That'll stop him dead in his tracks. So, yeah. You said in a post that you'll not go back to any past people and say, yeah, there you go. You're quite welcome. Um, we have a saying here at my house, exes are exes for a reason. Um, and backwards is not the way to go. Thank you, Brianna. I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, as you can tell, this is my first night back. I was talking earlier also before anybody got here about Lenormand and I, Tarot Oracle does his Sunday Lenormand day and stuff like that. And I've really been reading and watching and watching videos and reading books and different things online about how to read Lenormand, and I really am interested in doing it, but I can't afford it. I can't afford to get a deck and a all the stuff, the spread, the bedspread. I almost said the table cover spread thing there that really kind of goes along with it. Yeah, the cheapest one I found are I will be there tonight, Brianna, by the way. The cheapest one I found was like $60, $50 plus $10 shipping, so $60. And the cheapest is, the most expensive one I've found so far is like $100. So it's between $60 and $100. But when you're on a fixed income from being retired and stuff, $60 to $100 is not good. And when you can't get out of your house, you can't do anything. Well, yeah, maybe I am saving money because I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything. I'm not spending any gas money getting anywhere. That's for sure. So who knows? I put up the donate thing in the very beginning, and I never took it down. But yeah, his will be affordable, but I don't know if you'll get the cloth with it. I looked at Etsy, and I looked at, of course, at the Ciro Marchetti bunch of stuff. The Ciro Marchetti stuff is like $20 for the deck and $65 for the mat, and another, whatever the shipping is. You don't have to have a cloth. Is that true? Huh? I shouldn't say is that true. Yes, it's true because you said it. But I did not know that. Yeah, that's overpriced. I found one on, like I said, Etsy. The woman has it's like a game board, Lenormand board, that folds up into like a little square, and then you open it up, and it's the whole Lenormand thing, and a deck, and the deck of cards that she made that goes with it, and it's she sells it for as a deal for $50, but then it's another $10 to ship it from Pennsylvania to New Jersey, which is not terribly far. Unfortunately, I can't go pick it up, so yeah. I will. If you say that I don't need a cloth, I am going with that. I am all in for that. I could probably definitely get the other. When you mentioned the Ten of Pentacles, is that saying my finances will be fine? Yeah, it really does. It says that the Ten of Pentacles says and shows happiness in money and finances and stuff like that. Absolutely. It is a very, very happy card for people who are, looking to be financially secure, and in good financial shape. That's for sure. That's what I always got from it. Yeah, Brianna gets the same thing. She probably knows better than I do. She knows you can do the normal without a cloth, and I don't. I've just always seen it done that way, and I've been learning it that way. So it's been like, oh, okay, well, that must be the way you have to do it. Oh, come on, why can't I find it? Of course, I can't find it now because we used it, right? Oh, come on. Anyhow, yeah, it's definitely a card that shows financial security and happiness. Happiness in your finances, happiness um, in your in what you have, like your earthly possessions, kind of. Yeah, I hate saying earthly possessions. That's so stupid. But in the things you have, in your stuff, basically. If you got stuff, you're happy with your stuff. You're happy with all you've got. Um, you've got you pretty much have what you want, and you're happy with it. That's what I get from the Ten of Pentacles. You're happy with your stuff because Pentacles are an earth, um, are an earth card, and so that's also possessions. Yeah, that's definitely also possessions. There you go. There's 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles clearly shows everybody around is happy, and you've got the money tree going. Everybody wants a money tree in their backyard. Who doesn't, right? Just go out there and pick off some 20s, or I'm not even looking for the big money tree with the hundreds on it. I just want the one with the 20s. But yeah, that's definitely what that card says to me. You can see in the background that there's the house, and there's you've got the castle and stuff. So that's your house. You're happy with your house. You're happy with your family that's all around you. You're happy that you have that money there. It's good. Yeah, definitely shows you're not worried about finances during any of this stuff, which is good. That's right. I'd pick up the coins. If I was allowed out, I would too. That's for sure. Yeah, he's fancy, but he can be. He's been doing this for a long, long time, and he's a smart guy. So he's lucky. He's like the 10 of Pentacles. He's happy with his stuff. So I can read Lenormand without a cloth. That's interesting, and I might have to look into that now. For now, at least, until I can save up for some, and then go from there. But yeah, that would be a good plan. If you guys, let's see. So if you guys are ever looking for me and you want to find me on Facebook, you can find me under Cosmo Night Reader. I am there. You can send me friend requests. I will gladly accept them. And if you ever feel the need to email me, or have a question that you're not going to make it to the broadcast, but you want a question answered or something like that, you can email directly to me at night.reader326@gmail.com. That will be I get all that email too. I read those within an hour. I usually read them, so I'm I'm up on that, so I always know what's going on if people are looking for questions to be answered or anything like that on the live stream. So but other than that, I am too. I'm going to go myself, Brianna, and so you have a good time. I'll see you in a half hour over on Tio's stream, and he'll do Lenormand Sunday night, which is always exciting. And Positive for Life, absolutely. Hope to see you again very soon. Hope to see you tomorrow night. I'll be back. I'll be back in tomorrow. It'll be good. I'm glad to be back. I'll tell you that. I'm glad to be able to have done this for a whole hour now. And if you get time, you guys just go back and watch the first few minutes of this. You'll see what's been going on for the past week for me. But yep, I will rest up and I will see you again very soon. I'll talk to you all tomorrow night. Have a great night. Thank you. Bye.